Most people think they can spot AI writing just by feeling something is off. They're wrong, and that's not their fault. AI writing has gotten so good in 2025 that even teachers, hiring managers, and professional editors get fooled regularly. But here's what's actually interesting. Knowing how to detect AI writing isn't just useful for catching other people. It's one of the most powerful skills you can develop for your own work, your own credibility, and honestly, your own peace of mind. AI is everywhere right now. In emails, in blog posts, in resumes, in school assignments, even in the news articles you read before your morning coffee. And for everyday people, that's actually a remarkable thing. Tools like ChatGPT have made writing faster and more accessible for millions of people who used to stare at a blank page for an hour before typing a single word. But with that power comes a new kind of question. How do you know what you're reading is real? And if you're using AI to help with your own writing, how do you make sure it still sounds like you? That's exactly what we're breaking down today. In plain English, no tech background required. If you want to keep learning how AI can work for you, make sure you're subscribed to Stack Future. We cover this stuff every week, and it only gets more useful from here. Before we talk about tools, let's talk about patterns. Because once you know what to watch for, you'll start seeing it everywhere, and you genuinely cannot unsee it. AI writing tends to be very smooth, almost too smooth. It flows well, it's grammatically perfect, and it almost never says anything surprising. That last part is the big tell. Human writers make unexpected word choices. They go on a little tangent. They have a weird opinion about something random. AI writing, especially content generated by tools like ChatGPT, tends to stay very safe, very balanced, and very middle of the road. There are also specific phrases that AI loves. Things like, "It's important to note," "in today's world," "in conclusion," and "delve into." If you see delve anywhere in a piece of writing right now, your alarm bells should go off. Humans almost never say delve. AI says it constantly. Another thing to watch for is sentence rhythm. AI tends to write sentences that are all roughly the same length and follow a very similar structure. Subject, verb, object, repeat. Real human writing is messy in a good way. Some sentences are short. Others wind around for a while, building toward a point, adding a little color before they land. So your first move, even before opening any tool, is to just read carefully. Ask yourself, does this sound like a specific person, or does it sound like a very confident, very generic encyclopedia? If it feels like nobody wrote it, someone probably didn't. Okay, so your instincts are a great starting point. But if you want real confirmation, especially for something important like a job application you received, a paper you're grading, or content you're paying someone to produce, you want an actual AI detector. The good news is there are solid free options available right now. Zerogpt is one of the most popular free AI detectors out there, and it's genuinely easy to use. You go to zerogpt.com, paste in the text you want to check, hit the button, and it gives you a percentage breakdown. How much of the writing it believes was generated by AI versus written by a human. It also highlights specific sentences it flags as AI generated, which is incredibly helpful. You're not just getting a number, you're getting a map. Another strong option is the built-in ChatGPT detector that some platforms offer. But there are also standalone tools like CopyLeaks, GPT-0, and Originality.ai. GPT-0 in particular was built specifically for educators and is very well regarded as an AI writing checker for academic work. Here's how to actually use these tools. Copy the text you want to check. A full paragraph works better than a single sentence because these tools need context to make a good judgment. Paste it into whichever free AI detector you're using. Read the result, but don't treat it as gospel. These tools are good, but they're not perfect. Think of them as a second opinion, not a verdict. If the tool says something is 70% AI generated, that's a signal worth taking seriously, not an automatic accusation. The key is using the tool as one piece of evidence alongside your own reading. This is something a lot of people don't expect to run into, but it happens more than you'd think. You write something yourself, run it through an AI detector just to be safe, and it comes back flagged. This can happen because your writing style is clean and formal, or because you've been reading and writing so much AI-assisted content that some of its patterns have crept into your natural voice. Don't panic. This is fixable, and fixing it is actually a really useful exercise. The process of making AI-flagged writing sound more human is sometimes called humanizing AI text, and there are tools built specifically for this. They're called AI humanizers. Tools like Undetectable AI and Hicks Bypass are designed to take writing that reads as robotic and restructure it to sound more natural. You paste in the text, and they rework the phrasing, vary the sentence structure, and strip out those telltale AI patterns. But here's the more empowering version of this skill. Do it yourself. Go back into your writing and ask, where am I being generic? Where can I add a specific detail, a personal opinion, or a moment of honesty? Add a contraction. Use a shorter sentence than feels comfortable. Say something slightly unexpected. The goal isn't to trick a detector. The goal is to actually write like a human, which means writing like you specifically. Your real voice, with its quirks and preferences and slightly weird phrasing, is something no AI can replicate exactly. Lean into that. It's your biggest advantage when it comes to writing that connects. Here's a perspective that often gets lost in conversations about AI detection. Using AI to help you write is not inherently dishonest. Context is everything. If you're a small business owner using an AI writing tool to draft a product description, that's a completely legitimate use of technology. If you're using ChatGPT writing assistants to get a first draft of an email unstuck, that's smart and efficient. Nobody is going to flag your Tuesday morning email to a vendor. The situations where AI detection actually matters are pretty specific. Academic settings where original work is required. Professional credentials or job applications where you're claiming skills you may not have. Content you're selling to someone who is paying for original human writing. Journalism and news writing where the source and voice of the author matters. Outside of those contexts, AI tools are just that, tools. A calculator doesn't make you a cheater at math. An AI writing checker or an AI humanizer is just helping you work better. What matters is being honest about what you're doing and why. If you use AI to draft something and then genuinely rewrite it in your own voice, that's collaboration. If you copy-paste AI output and present it as purely your own original thought in a context where that matters, that's where it gets complicated. Understanding AI detection helps you navigate that line with confidence. The single most important takeaway from everything we just covered is this. AI detection is a skill, not a superpower. And you already have what you need to start using it today. Between reading for those telltale patterns, using a free tool like zerogpt to get a second opinion, and knowing how to humanize your own writing when it needs it, you are genuinely equipped to handle this new landscape. That's not a small thing. AI tools in 2025 are only getting more capable, and the people